All right. Welcome, everybody, to the podcast where we watch the world's most fucked up, most stressful, most dramatic, most greasy films that the world has to offer and take turns
I fucking hate
subjecting
you.
each other to them
I hate you
and
for
telling
this.
it back to our audience. This is the Devil's Work podcast. And this
I,
week, this week
oh my
the Grease E is SciShow
god.
and the
The greaser.
Greaser is Skeptik. Joined by those watching on video by my cat Yusuke.
What's up, Skay?
And I'll never
Just
cover her in Grease. One time she stepped in like 3 grams of wax, and
oh hell no.
that was very scary. I was like, do not lick your paw.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, with horror movies, they're fucked up and we talk about them.
Yeah,
Hi. The
yeah.
Devil's Work.
God damn, dude. This one fucking pushed my limits. This was this was an endurance test
I
quite in the opposite
I
direction of
wasn't
soft and
sure.
quiet.
I wasn't sure how to interpret the text messages you were sending me,
I
whether you were like actually angry with me or not. I was like really not sure.
I was I posted them in our stories. That shit was so funny, dude. People were like, "Is that you texting chat?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, bad times. Today we're talking about a real greasy fucker,
God.
the Greasy Strangler. This movie is it's actually an American one. It's directed by Jim Hosking.
Yeah.
Let me get the year here. That's one thing. 2016.
I was curious. I was like, I know I've been hearing about it for a while. And like it's crazy how beloved this movie is.
It's it's really funny because it's partially produced by Frodo Baggins.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes total sense
He's
why
into some
it's
weird
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, of course. All of his like his indie horror movies like since I want to say yeah, 2016, 15, I think I started hearing about him like making that full tilt into horror. I was like, "Oh, I
Hmm.
love this." This it just got weirder and weirder.
Do you remember the whole thing about me getting confused about Laura Jane Grace and thinking that she was the lead singer of
Um
Against
yeah,
Me?
yeah, yeah.
No, of
That
Rise
was like a
Against.
rise against.
Of
Yeah,
Rise
yeah,
Against.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar
Rise
thing.
against me.
Exactly. It's kind of a similar thing where I'm like putting it on the wrong person. Um,
Yeah.
where I always go, oh yeah, Elijah Wood, he did the play with the horse dick. No, that's Daniel Radcliffe. It's the other magical boy,
So good.
Equus.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, this, but it's okay. Like that's what I'm saying. Even now, finding out that it was produced by Elijah Wood is so it makes a lot more sense now. Like the comedy and everything makes a lot more fucking sense. I thought it was what's the name from Tim and Eric? Uh
Oh, yeah, I could definitely see thinking
Literally thought it was I was like, "Oh, it's just them doing this or doing, like a side fucking side quest."
pretty much everyone in this is the only thing they've ever been in.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. Cause
Like,
it's like, well, okay, like I'll give people for like people have never seen this. I don't, man, I'm not gonna tell you go watch it, but I'm sure he will. But like, someone will tell you,
honest, I think it's like the funniest movie I've seen in so long.
man,
You know what? I might be. So I thought that Big Braden, this was his only movie. He was in a couple before, and he's been in
he
pretty
looked
much
kind
a
of
movie a year
familiar.
after
Okay,
since.
okay.
Yeah, he was originally his first role ever was in My Name Is Earl.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. Like that type of comedy translates to this directly.
But Michael St. Michael's Big
Fucking,
Ronnie.
you're talking about Billy Bob Thornton's like uncle or
No,
Billy Bob
I'm
Thornton
talking
now.
about Big Disco Ronnie. That's who I'm talking about. Is this is the only movie he's ever been in.
I don't know how. That's what I'm saying. It's just like everyone in this movie is such a fucking character actor. It's like
It's
insane.
all character actors
It's
all the way
insane.
down.
It's just Napoleon Dynamite. in like a horror sense. Like,
let me do the short synopsis of this film.
yeah,
One day, Braden, a man in his probably late 30s, a middle-aged man
yeah.
who still lives with his father. His father, Ronnie, reveals to him that he is the Greasy Strangler, and Braden does not believe him, but Ronnie was not lying.
It's just so absurd. Like it is just I didn't know what I was getting into when I watched it initially. I just
Me
knew you
neither.
I knew yeah, exactly. Like I knew you were excited for me to watch it, and I was like that's enough for me to be curious.
Every
So I'm
time,
like yeah,
every
so I was
every
excited.
every time I go get tattooed, I would just put on a movie like to show, like for my artist, like kind of, watch in between breaks and shit like that. But
Yeah.
also his apprentice would kind of just be hanging out. So we would like watch the movies together and he'd be like, Jesus Christ, it's always so fucked up. Like all these movies you make us watch. And then one of the last sessions for my sleeve, they were like, "Oh, we got a couple movies to show you," and one of them was The Greasy Strangler. And when I was done, I had like 30 minutes left on it. I went home and instead of just finishing it by myself, I made Amanda watch the whole thing. And we laughed so hard.
Dude, because it's yeah, that's the thing. You know what? I feel like this does better with a group watch. I feel
Hmm
like this does way better with a group watch because watching it alone, mad uncomfortable.
It's the
Just
old vampire's kiss treatment.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Because if I was watching that as high as we were
Hmm
alone, with that movie, no. Yeah, I don't know.
God.
That's crazy though. That's so fucking funny. Yeah, 100%. Group watch material. I think if that's how you're gonna watch it with someone. That is
hmm
the like that is the best thing I can say for this. Like,
If you like Tim and Eric, if you like Adult Swim stuff, if you
yeah, this is
like
easy. This is easy.
Eric Andre, especially in that
Especially,
in that
yeah,
vein.
yeah,
If
absolutely.
you like, I think you should leave.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
definitely gonna enjoy
This
this.
is the joke goes too long and then wraps back around to being funny again.
Oh my
And then it
God.
goes on for a little bit longer.
I love it so much. The
God damn, dude.
the the Porto scene.
God
Like
damn it. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. That's the thing. A lot of this is gonna be us trying to just explain the joke. So that's I don't know how easy that's gonna
yeah.
translate, you
I
know what I
think
mean? So
I
like
think, we can't necessarily tell every joke in the movie, but
yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think just enough to paint the absurdity of
It's
what's
so
going on here.
so wild, dude. But
How
yeah,
greasy this movie
I
gets.
guess trigger warning. Yeah, I mean, just okay. We'll just say it up top. This is 90% dick.
There's a
This
significant
movie
amount of
is
completely normal looking penises. Broken already, just with that.
so fucking it's so much. I
Triangular,
was like, that's crazy. Like,
conical.
yeah, like there's a lot of people who are like, oh well, we don't see a lot of dick in movies nowadays. I'm like, they've
Yeah,
saved it all for this one.
they saved it all for. They made up for it here.
Exactly.
What South Park said Game of
Uh,
Thrones was, this is a little less meeting in the Rose Garden, but
That's fucking great. Yeah, it's 100%. And
So a
yeah,
lot of
that.
a lot of just nudity in
Yeah,
general.
yeah, just in
Like
general.
like most of the characters in this movie are
Everyone is
mostly
naked.
naked.
Yeah, everyone is
Mostly
naked.
naked.
Yeah.
There's I mean, it sounds like a joke, but there's a lot of grease, and it is like
It's so
it's
disgusting.
disturbing.
And
It's honestly
that was the part that
disturbing.
was making my skin crawl.
If you have food phobias or like
Yeah.
eating surrounded like neuroses, like you don't like to
Ugh,
watch people like chew things or things of that
there's a
nature.
lot
Yeah,
of that.
there's a lot of like real gross eating in this movie.
Yeah, that's why I texted. That was one of my texts was that I was like, I am so glad that I ate before I pressed play. Because I was like, I have a feeling Now, this is not going to be one I'm going to enjoy eating too. Even though, again, I have a strong stomach. I don't give a fuck. Not for this.
Hey, if you're gonna eat to this movie, make sure it's extra greasy.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, let's get on with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get this
There's
one, get through this one.
there's like strangling, there's I believe electrocution at some point.
Yeah.
It's there's no real like weapon based violence.
It really is all just fucking like strangling and yeah, well, yeah, it is basically the motive,
It's
the method
mostly
of
strangling.
yeah,
That's
the
his
method of
fucking
killing
MO,
is
honestly.
just strangulation.
Eyes popping out and shit like
That's
that.
yeah, it was it's but it's like goofy, and that's the thing too. I think John Waters fans will also appreciate this because that's literally what I was like, oh, it's just a John Waters movie. Like it's just Pink Flamingos. Like this is just those types. And again, I'm not exactly thrilled to get to those ones either on this show. I love John Waters, fucking love Crybaby. Such a fucking fun movie. But like the characters reminded me of like a Crybaby cast or like a John Waters cast in general. Like all of that reminded me of like it's real life, but then let's turn it up to 1,000.
hmm They're like weird caricatures, but there's
Yeah.
like in the way that Ronnie's like a crooked businessman, like even though he's this weird fucking
Such a
greasy
niche.
guy,
It's such a niche business.
it truly is. And what's really funny is it took so long for me to realize like how much he was lying. It took a
That's
while for me to
so
be like,
funny.
oh wait, every single thing he said this into
Everything.
like most of the time I'm like, well, those are like really mundane, uninteresting facts. Like this really
Hmm.
isn't like much of anything. And then it just dawned on me, oh, he's just going to random places and saying random shit, and that's just all.
Exactly. Yes, I mean just general being shitty. I don't know if there's slurs. I feel like there's a slur in here at some point.
I'm not sure, but there are a couple parts that can like sort of be construed as racism,
Oh,
but I
100%.
I
Yeah,
think it's just that he's just shitty in general,
in general.
but I wouldn't argue too hard against someone who said they thought like the way he treats the car wash guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty horrific. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, but it's also just like would he just do that to any, blind person?
Mhm.
Like
I
oh,
don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's just kind
yeah.
of it's gray area, but still there was some icky about it. You know, there was a
Mhm.
stink about it. I don't know. I couldn't really
Mhm.
place my finger on it.
And you wouldn't want to.
Exactly.
All right. Are we ready
I
to
am
get
ready,
underway?
willing, and unable to leave. So let's do it.
Let's go. So I think this is really funny. It immediately starts with an establishing shot of their house, and we see these like establishing shots all throughout, and they're very like Full House,
Napoleon Dynamite.
sitcom kind of. Yeah, Napoleon. Yeah,
It's
you
like
know
yeah,
what?
they always put the established shot like the school or like the house, the front lawn and stuff like
For
that.
for sure, for sure. But and I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen Napoleon Dynamite,
Yeah,
but I
me
just
too.
feel like this directly is so like sitcom-y in the way it
Oh
does it.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
In the
like
approach, yes, I will agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
so so we see their house, this rundown little home somewhere in LA.
It's so
And
funny. It looks like Echo Park area, which is so funny because it looks like a little bit older house, but
hmm
still like in a hip neighborhood. You know what I
hmm
mean?
yeah,
AKA
interesting.
gentrified.
Interesting. I wouldn't know like the neighborhoods, but I'm glad you did.
A lot of it is familiar. I was like, oh, I passed by here. I know exactly that bridge that they're on. Like, yeah, I was like, it's totally all around here.
hmm So we are introduced to Brayden as he walks up the stairs into frame in his Speedo-esque, not quite tidy-whities, but his trunks, and gives a cup of
Speedo.
coffee to his father, Big Ronnie, who's laying in bed, pretty much naked.
Is he
And
already like this isn't when he's half hard, right? Or like full on fucking hard.
no, I think that's later. God, yeah, let him spoilers.
Sorry.
Let him know what kind
I
of
thought
movie
it
they're
was
in for.
I thought it was right off the top because I was like, oh no. Just
No,
when I
this.
saw him walking in there.
So so he walks in and he hands his dad a cup of coffee. His dad takes a sip in silence and then goes, "People like milky coffee. Why not put a little grease in your coffee?" To which Braden, just like any human being, would be disgusted.
Yeah,
And
like I currently am.
Ronnie says, why not put a little grease in your Java? Well, why not try it? I'm not saying that I want to do it. I'm just saying, why doesn't anyone do it? And and Braden just getting real fucking creeped out about the situation, and he tells him, "Yeah, you probably think I'm the Greasy Strangler."
Exactly. I was like,
At
oh
this
my
point, we have no
God.
fucking idea like what that truly
Yeah,
means.
yeah,
So
exactly.
when you go in blind, just having that like right off the top, you're like, "What?" I'll tell
Literally, that was me.
instead. I'll tell you a secret. I am the Greasy Strangler.
Is this
It's
when we
such a
get the
serious
first? Is
like.
this the first bullshit artist?
Uh, no, not quite.
Oh,
He
okay.
just says bullshit, but he doesn't pull out the bullshit artist
Swear to
yet.
God.
He fucking it's like a SpongeBob-esque zoom in.
Yeah. This whole portion reads like a SpongeBob
It
sketch.
really does. At first he just tells him, this is bullshit, but he does tell him he's a bullshit artist, which is an
Hmm.
incredible insult. I love it so much. It's gonna live on through me.
And it's also not gonna be the last time it fucking comes up in the first 5 minutes of this movie.
God, it's so fucking funny. I just love like the language and the fucking interplay between
So
them.
fucking so it's so that's what I mean. It's so much and it's so stupid and absurd, but also like yeah, the improv is like pretty fucking good. That's why I'm like I don't mind watching it because they're interesting to look at and then like listen to. So it's
Hmm.
like it doesn't have to be great. Like this is like a Jackson Pollock painting. It doesn't actually have to mean anything. You subscribe meaning to it.
It's just making a good use with spent fluids.
That's
If
disgusting.
if the grease has already been rendered, you may as well flop around
Fucking,
in it.
oh my God, dude.
We get we
Oh,
get
I
the
hate this.
we get the title card in the form of some pink
That was cool.
graffiti.
I liked that a lot. That was like, all right, that's fucking awesome. That's the only thing I'm gonna give this movie.
Well, it's like me with Mads.
Exactly, yeah. Like, no, I was in though. Like that was cool as fuck. Cause then it just like it cuts and it goes away. I was like, oh shit. I thought that was like part of the building at first. I was like,
Hmm.
that's fucking sick.
Yeah, just on the side of this gray warehouse,
Hmm.
and we see Braden and Ronnie wearing matching pink turtlenecks and shorts that Amanda refers to them as chubbies. I think that's just like a brand, but like the
Yeah,
shorts
well,
for guys that are like
above the
mid
knee.
thigh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Way
well
above the
above
knee.
the knee. Yeah, yeah, Catholic fucking nuns would not be happy seeing that. And
They hate to see me coming.
this is where we learn about Big Ronnie's fantastic business. He's running a disco tour, and
Yeah.
he has four
Specifically a disco tour.
specifically. He has four people with him, four patrons, three men and one woman. And the three men are all like travelers, all from different places, different accents and things.
Mhm.
And then the woman, who we will come to know as Janet, is like a local. And they walk up to the doorway of this fucking just random warehouse. And Ronnie turns around and goes, "Hey, anyone here a fan of the Bee Gees? Well, this is where they came up with that funky, fabulous song, Night Fever." And and they go, "What do you mean came up with it?" He goes, "They wrote the lyrics while they were standing in this doorway." And why were they standing in this doorway? They ask. And he tells them they were waiting for a friend to pick him up. They were going out for Chinese and celebrating his birthday. Can you
That's
verify
just
that,
so
please?
quick. Yeah, exactly.
And to which he replies, "Trust me, I know disco." And they get into immediately, they get into like a fucking 3 minute back and
I
forth
hate this.
about the validity of whether there are free drinks on the tour, and everyone starts fucking chanting
My
for
bad.
free
This
drinks.
was the SpongeBob part. Like literally, this whole fucking movie is just a dirty SpongeBob episode.
This dude, the Nepalese tourist,
Mm,
what is his name? Uh,
that shit was too
um,
much.
so it says Indian tourist, Senegalese tourist, Scandinavian tourist. So I think it's the Indian tourist, Sam Disanayaki.
Mhm.
He is so fucking funny.
So fucking funny.
He
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 was, yeah, that was the entertaining part, was watching him.
the like the nasaliness of his voice and just the way he delivered
Yeah,
everything.
his cadence. Yeah, his cadence
Like
was
I
super funny.
I couldn't even replicate it, but when he goes, they don't even have to be fizzy drinks, just water would be enough.
Yeah, literally. That's
And
where I was like, oh, okay, Tim and Eric. Like that's where I got that immediately.
yes,
I was like,
yes.
oh yeah. And it's so funny. I want the audience to know I've never seen a single episode of Tim and Eric, but I know very well the type of humor that they do
Mhm.
because I've done this show with you for so long.
Well, believe it or not, I've actually never liked an episode of Tim and
That's
Eric. I've
so
seen some,
funny.
but
That's so funny.
I don't
I
like
didn't
Tim.
know that. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
I don't know how to explain it.
Wow, that's
Some
so
stupid shit
interesting.
I like, some I don't. I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
fair. That's fair. It's all, that's why I'm like, yeah, you are so in love with this movie.
I do. I honestly,
That's
I do
so
love it.
funny. Yeah.
I feel like to like the average like onlooker,
Mhm.
it's probably very strange to like try and pinpoint my taste, and I can't explain it either.
Yeah, it is.
But the fact that I'm like, oh, this highbrow exploration of what it means to be man, and then I'll turn around and go,
That's what I'm saying.
greasy, he greasy,
That's what
like.
I'm saying. It's just doing the shows for with you for fucking 3 years at this point is just so interesting because I never know what your take is gonna be on a movie that we choose, whether it be my pick or someone else's or yours. I'm just like, what the fuck does he have in store for us? It's crazy.
You
I
know,
love it. I appreciate it. I love that we're still learning new things about each other.
to answer that question of what I have in store, let me quote Big Ronnie when I say, "Check my cheeks."
Jesus
As
Christ,
he
that's
turns
so
around
funny.
and moons them in response to the battle for free drinks. I
It
love
just
when
drops his shit.
he just keeps saying you got false information, and then at one point it's just such a long thing to draw out like this. He just you got false information.
It's a weird, yeah, exactly a weird place to put the pause.
It's so fucking funny.
So dumb.
God, it's
Oh man.
and so they declare him a shitty businessman, and the three men walk off. But then Braden has a moment with Janet where he tells her, "I'm sorry, my dad can get cranky sometimes." And the two begin to flirt back and forth a little bit. He tells her he likes to shout, and I like to smile. And she said, you silly old cornball." And he goes, "That's what I am." Just oh, excuse me, cheesy. I'm a cheesy old
Cheesy old
cornball.
corn boy, yeah.
And
It's
she gets a little sexually charged towards him, which you have to imagine is like
yeah.
the first time in his life.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And they exchange numbers, and he's this fucking Ronnie turns. It goes from them like talking, and I think they arrange a date, and then it like goes to a wider shot, and Ronnie's just got his ass out, struggling to pull his pants back up, and he tells Brayden, "Come on, stop talking to the tourist and help Dad get his shorts up."
So dope. That's what I'm saying. Like just now, I'm kind of realizing it is a lot funnier than than I gave it credit for. I even think initially, but it was just so like, what the fuck am I watching, dude? Like, but also it just makes me think like that's crazy to think that he's never done anything else like after this. That's crazy to think.
It's the before that boggles my mind. Like I figured I was like, oh, this guy must have had like a long like Shakespearean career than just been like, whatever, let's get greasy. I'm old, I don't give a shit anymore. I'll
Yeah,
do like a crazy role.
yeah.
So to find out this is the only thing he's ever
That's
done,
so
and
fucking
he's the
funny.
fucking lead for just about 90 minutes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's for goddamn for better or for worse.
God.
And we move.
Yeah, so here comes a big trigger warning. We finally get to see Braden's cooking. And as we find
Yeah,
out in
this is
this scene,
gross.
Braden tells him, "Hey, I got a date with the hot girl from the tour." And always the uplifter, Ronnie tells him, "She's yanking your chain. She's just gonna break your heart." Like bullshit. I call bullshit on that. Their favorite thing to say back and forth to each
Bullshit
other.
artist is so it's so frequently used. I was like, okay.
Braden brings him a pan of sausages, just absolutely, it's like viscerally
It's
chunky
disgusting.
grease.
Yeah.
And he gives him a link and he covers it in grease. And he's told by his dad, "This is bullshit. I like him greasy, and this is nothing like greasy. If you're gonna live in this house, you're gonna cook greasy. That's the agreement." which
It's so
gets which
disgusting.
gets said in this house so much.
Yeah,
So much. You stay here, you cook greasy.
yeah. So dumb. It's
Oh my
good.
God. And this is the first time we hear about Ricky Prickles.
What?
Ricky Prickles.
I don't even know if I remember this.
Ronnie tells him, "If you're not going to cook greasy, you can go live with your mom and Ricky Prickles."
Oh yeah, 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 that's right.
And Braden says, "I don't like Ricky Prickles. Last time I was there, he called me Fatty Boom Boom."
That's so stupid.
Jesus Christ. Just the
Oh
fact
man.
Ronnie he tells him, "First you serve me this dry food and then you tell me that you have a girlfriend. Next you're going to tell me you're out of the family business. You must not like me very much."
The
And
family
every
business.
and just so everyone knows, during every scene where they're at home,
Hmm.
all of these heated exchanges between father and son, they're both in their fucking underwear, and
Yeah.
fucking Ronnie is entirely rotted out. Like every single scene, it's absolutely fucking absurd. I've
Fucking
never looked at a dick as much as this movie. It's just fascinating.
the jumpsuit, dude.
The jumpsuit. Oh my God. We're a ways away from that, but holy shit, yes, the jumpsuit is so good.
That's what I called you crying. That's the message that I sent and I was like I couldn't fucking breathe.
I started like crying laughing
Oh
just
my
from the voice
god,
messages that you
dude.
were sending me. It was
So stupid.
it was so fucking ridiculous. I
God
love it.
damn, dude, that was so funny.
God. It's it's just you can't look away. Like I know how
Yeah,
it
it takes up
sounds.
fucking 80% of the screen.
I know how it sounds. So it cuts from their argument over the greasiness of the food and whether he needs to go live with his mom and Ricky Prickles to the three tourists who are apparently all traveling together at a motel, and the Indian tourist has paid for chips and the chips are stuck in the vending
That
machine.
was so funny.
And the three of them are trying to figure out what to do, but they get too caught up in a back and forth over the paprika ridge chips that he asked for. He says, "I like to put the tip of my tongue between the ridges because that is where the salty chip dust is." To which he gets a response of, "Yes, that is true. I love the ridges." It's like a it's like a Skittles commercial, but for
Yeah, yeah,
Ruffles.
yeah, exactly.
Does Skittles still do commercials? Their
I don't even
commercials were
know. Yeah,
fucking
the fucking
unhinged.
absurd. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely unhinged, which is a
Oh my
good
god.
a good segue here as the Senegalese tourist and the Indian tourist go back and forth for I'm literally gonna look real quick how long it is.
It's it's absurdly
for
long.
for about a minute, but it feels much much
It's what I
longer.
told you. I said, why does this movie feel like it's 4 hours long?
They got that fucking technology. They go back and forth. He keeps saying, "But I need to
Uh,
know what these chips are made of." To which the Indian tourist keeps responding, "Porto." What? Porto. What? Porto. I'm sorry, this is so embarrassing. I cannot understand what you're saying. Can you please repeat it one more time? Porto. Like all the all the
just
apologies that
keeps
he
going.
keeps making.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's like, I'm so, and that's how I feel when I'm in like a situation like this, when it's like
Yeah, yeah.
someone who,
Trying to
technically,
talk to you at a club.
well, no, it's usually like, especially at work, like when someone comes in and they want to speak to someone in Spanish, and
Mm,
so I can understand a little bit, but then also when they like try to speak in English, they're not speaking like quote the best English, whatever. It's better
yeah.
than my Spanish.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yep.
But I just hate having to go, I'm sorry, can you say that again? Because
Hmm.
I'm like, fuck, they are trying so hard to communicate.
Yeah, yeah,
They're doing the heavy lifting, and I'm just not getting it.
yeah.
Fuck me, it's on
Yeah.
me. You
Yeah.
know? But
I see.
they go back and forth for a while before the Scandinavian tourist finally goes, he's saying potato. Like, what the fuck do you think the chips would be made of?
Exactly. It feels like that whole that's what I'm saying. All of that feels like an Abbott and Costello like
Yes.
bit. It all feels like old. That's the thing. All of this feels like it's drawing from somewhere, and I hate that like that's valid.
That there might be some validity to all of this.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
God, it's this is the
Uh,
this is the first time we see him in all of his greasy glory. We see a man hunched with hunched shoulders
mm,
walking down the length of the hotel, just absolutely covered from head to toe in fucking grease.
it looked like peanut butter. I was like, what the
I-
fuck,
It's
dude?
so gross. It's so you can
And
like
it like
literally see the zipper.
it looks like a yeah, exactly. It looks like a monster though. It looks like something else. Like it looks like so that's why I didn't put two and two together that it was him right away. I was like, oh, is it like a Wolfman situation? You know what I mean?
There's like enough weirdness for there to be some room for doubt, like
Mm-hmm.
reasonable doubt, especially because he comes in and he grabs the Senegalese tourist and throws him headfirst into the vending machine, killing him. And then, or actually the Scandinavian, and then the Senegalese one, he punches in the face so hard that his face indents like 2 inches into his skull,
Yeah.
like a cartoon character,
Shit's so funny, dude.
and then fucking just collapses. And I love this. I love this whole speech. I just have to give it verbatim. As he comes down on the Indian tourist, he says, "I'm a rich gentleman. I own a premium shipping business in
This is
Denver."
while he's strangling him.
It's leading up to the
Oh,
strangling.
okay.
I'll
I was
let you
gonna
know when the
say,
strangling
yeah,
starts. He said, "Let me live. I will make you the chief shareholder. You will get a handsome salary with the attractive corner office. Does that not appeal to you?"
yeah.
I wanted some ridged paprika chips. They weren't even for me. Who cares? There's a girl in my room. I met her tonight at a sports bar.
That's right. That's what it starts.
We tried to have sex, but I couldn't get a stiffy. And this is where it starts. Then my balls got sucked up into my abdomen. Does it strike you as unusual? Am I dead yet?
Oh my god, dude. I hate this. So fucking
And
stupid.
then he just gets fucking strangled to death. But just the,
Oh my
am I
god.
dead yet? After
Yeah. It's so funny, dude. That's what I'm saying. That yeah, he was definitely was the best part of the little opening of this movie. That shit was super funny.
he's really fucking funny.
Super funny.
He's really funny. And so on his way out, Big Ronnie, aka the Greasy Strangler, grabs the chips and he finds himself in a tunnel car wash, the automated ones. And he just walks through it screaming as the fucking machine waxes and washes and slaps the shit out of him.
So the cuts to the wash are so fucking
It's
funny.
always hilarious. And him just screaming in pain. Like, what the fuck, man? And as he comes out of the car wash, we see the owner, uh, Danny the crooner, and as he's sitting there, we realize he has a cane and he has glasses on, and he says, "Oh, Ronnie, are you okay? I heard all this screaming." So obviously, Ronnie's taking advantage of the fact that he's blind to be able to come here and clean
Yeah,
up after his murders.
exactly.
And he says, "I wasn't screaming. I was laughing. It's good to know that my car's getting a good clean wash." And he says, "Oh, and here's $10 for the wash." And pulls a fake $10 bill out of his ass cheeks. So it's like,
The old prison wallet.
yeah. That's why I'm like, I can, if someone wanted to construe the scenes with Danny
Mhm.
as racist, I wouldn't really have much of a defense. In
Yeah,
in
for sure.
in
There's a stink about it.
yeah, not in terms of the filmmaking, in terms of
Yeah,
Ronnie.
of his like interaction with the character. Yeah,
Hmm.
in character.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And Ronnie goes to the restroom, puts some clothes on, and they start talking about going out disco dancing. That Ronnie's been a little too busy lately running his business and with his son's embarrassing problems. And he says, "What kind of problems, Big Ronnie?" Ronnie, he says, "Between you and me, I think he's a severe manic depressive. He should be on medication." And did I
I'll
tell
crack me
you,
up.
he still craps the bed most nights? The character assassination he does on his son
Yeah,
is
exactly.
just fucking ridiculous. And he craps on the carpet. I found
Yeah,
it in my
yeah.
kitchen. He even crapped on top of the TV last week.
Yeah, it's like, and it's not the only time he does that either. It's like through line with him.
Yeah. Or my bad. He's Paul. There's a Danny later in the movie.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's it's hard to keep track of in this film.
I get it. There's so much
There's so
shit you
much
could.
dong hanging, and you expect me to remember names.
Exactly.
God. The
So where
next
are we
the
next?
next day we're treated to their morning routine of Braden coming in with the coffee and Ronnie telling him, I know women. She's gonna leave you, just like your mother left me. You're gonna be all alone, and I'm gonna be alone too because you're gonna leave me. You'll be too busy making love to her all the time for your dear old dad. I'm gonna be so sad by myself. And Braden says, "Come on, Dad, quit goofing off." And they both just start laughing. And
It's like a weird, like cute moment.
it really is.
Quote unquote. I don't know.
It really is until it gets ruined by Ronnie saying, "Hey, lean in. I have a secret." Rolling back on the bed, exposing his
Disgusting.
naked ass, and just letting one go right
That's
there, right there for
disgusting, man.
Braden.
There were several points that I couldn't look at the screen when this
Hmm.
movie was happening.
Yeah, and that was
This was
one of
one of
them.
them because I wasn't sure if he was just going to fucking let one drop. I was like,
If he was just literally gonna shit,
I don't need that right now.
that's
Emotionally, I can't take that.
and I get the vibe that Michael St. Michael's would have done it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they even shot it.
Yeah, shot put it.
It's,
There's so
I
many
hate
fucking
that.
scenes of him just cooking horribly disgusting greasy food, and this is like the only one where he brings it to him and he just starts laughing and he's like, "Well, all right," and starts fucking doing the like flies with a maniacal plan.
Yeah.
God. And we get to see more of his disco tour as he says in front of the Rico Gardens Market. This is the store where Cool from Cool and the Gang used to work before their hit song exploded onto the scene.
The stark pink that they're wearing is so funny because it's like it works so well in contrast to the like colors or the muted tones of like the backgrounds and shit.
It's like such
So
a
interesting.
it's out of place, just like
Yeah.
them, and they're pale ass legs, even though they apparently wear these shorts all the
Hmm.
fucking time.
That's what also like, that's what I'm saying. Like also that just reminds me of Napoleon Dynamite again because of how like muted and gray the or well like in tone like the color palette for that movie only gets elevated and like it's interesting when those characters are introduced because they're so full of life and they're like
Hmm.
very interesting color palette for the like the things that they're wearing and shit. And I
Hmm.
feel like this definitely drew from that. Like there was inspiration there for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just it's just yeah. And the humor and everything, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna get off this. It definitely is just it's just Napoleon Dynamite. Like it is.
Yeah, pretty much. I can agree with that, like to in certain ways.
Hmm.
It's Napoleon Dynamite, but really, really fucked up.
Yeah.
And as they're closing out the tour, Janet walks up, and what's your point? Because I feel like this is like a perfect encapsulation of that.
Hmm.
Janet walks up, starts flirting with Brayden, and she's like, "Where are you taking me tonight?" And he goes, "Ooh, how about some Cajun hot pot?" And Ronnie immediately goes, "Well, who's gonna cook for me? My night's gonna be ruined. What am I gonna do?" And he says, "Well, Dad, you're just gonna have to go to a vendor. You're gonna have to get yourself a dog." And Janet goes, "Well, not a real dog." And they start like joking about that and laughing and like making little barking noises.
Yeah.
And he says like, "Well, you two can go fuck yourselves too." And they're just like, "Okay, bye," and start walking away. And there's like five quotes, like probably like 3 to 5 quotes in this movie that get repeated in my household. And one obviously bullshit artist. One was you stay here, you cook greasy.
You say you cook
And
greasy.
then the third one would be as they're walking away, he just says to himself out loud to a degree where they obviously heard him, "I could feast on that queen's ass all night." And as they walk away, we see in his mind's
Hilarious.
eye Janet completely ass naked walking down the street
I was like,
with
what is this fucking movie, dude?
and she has a little tiny hairy like rat dog on a leash. And that's Brayden.
Oh, okay. I didn't even. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of David Lynchian shit did we just trip into?
It's very the White
What?
Lodge, the Black
What
Lodge,
the
like
fuck, dude?
very, very much so. But that's what it's supposed to
Oh
be is
man,
like what uh what he sees of them. I love
insane.
how like 90% of the male characters in this movie are big whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
and not even just the male characters, because we also have Big Heiny in this scene, who seems like they're maybe like genderqueer.
Hmm.
And as they're eating, he just tells stories about what a piece of shit Ricky Prickles is, basically how he was like abusive and mean. And then he just drops in the middle of that he molested him, he sexually harassed him. And I get the sense that that part isn't true.
Yeah, exactly. You just threw it in there. Yeah,
Yeah,
of
just
course.
like his dad,
Yeah.
he just makes up some details in the middle
Hmm.
of the story for like why not, you know?
Whatever serves him.
Hmm. She's liking the she's giving him sympathy, so he's like, "Oh, well, I guess I should do more."
Yep,
You
exactly.
know? Like
Play it
everything
up.
else feels true, but then he just goes, "Then he molested me."
Yeah, yeah,
And it's just like,
exactly.
uh okay. Like
Exactly.
did not expect that turn. And she ends up telling him that she found out that the tourists she was with the other day were all murdered by the Greasy Strangler. And he tells her that he'll do anything he can to protect her from the Greasy Strangler. And she tells him that he's cute and he obviously loves it. And it's funny because the food that they're eating is not very greasy, but he has like a sausage on his plate that is greasy.
it's still all. I mean, the food is not like appetizing in the least
No,
in this fucking movie.
none of the food in the entire fucking movie. The hot dog vendor is so fucking funny to me
Oh,
too.
that shit was so fun. Yeah, okay. Also, the best part of this movie. Yeah, I loved his scene. That was so funny.
I love he gives him just this like she says, I'll make yours extra picante. And he just gives him a hot dog with like Kraft shredded cheese, like not even melted, just on top of the dog. And he's like, "Yeah, here you go. That's a one famous chili cheese dog." And they get into a huge argument over how oily it should be, how greasy it should be, that he needs it to lubricate
I
his
love
throat.
I love that he tells him, "Get away from there. That's heavy machinery."
Yeah, and it's just like the little grease vat underneath the fucking thing. And he always has fake
Uh,
money, but the guy like goes after it when he throws it. So it's like
that's what I was about to bring up when you like brought up the other. I was like, okay, so is that just like that's real money in this world, and like
that's
that's
kind of
the rules we're playing by?
that's kind of what I was wondering as well. So it's just I don't know, just another weird layer as this guy, speaking of weird layers, fully dunks
That's
his dog in
disgusting.
the grease trap and
Uh,
runs off into the night, but not before telling him, "You probably think I'm the Greasy Strangler." He's just
He's
he's
gaslighting him in the middle of victimizing him.
it's just so he's like it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's like his whole life is I don't know if you've ever heard the like I don't know how true it is, but supposedly I think it was Bundy at one point. I think one of his victims was like a like Korean student or something like that, like
Yeah.
some young Asian man. And the guy broke out of his house and like ran down the street.
Oh yeah, I
And
believe he was Filipino.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and basically because of his limited English, when the cops found him, they didn't know
They returned him back.
yeah, and he was like, "Oh, good, yeah, this guy's under my like he's my ward," and then like
Yeah.
pretended he could like speak Tagalog back to him and was like, "Oh yeah, don't worry." Like he said, "Thanks for you guys helping him out and everything."
Exactly.
Um, yeah, it's kind of like on that level of ridiculous shit
Yeah.
happening to protect his identity at every fucking turn.
Yeah, it really is. It's one of those things where like you how do you write it? You know what I mean? Like it's so bad, but it's like also kind of believable in the realm of what of the rules that were set in this movie, how absurd it is. You're just like, okay.
Hmm.
You're just like, all right, fine. Like,
Yeah, sure.
on what now?
On top of everything else, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
I love this. He takes Janet home and he shows her his bedroom and all these like sheets of paper, like poster board that he has on the walls of like all these different plans for this trilogy of books that he's trying to write, and they revolve around like these amulets and all
Yeah.
these fantasy concepts, and he's so excitedly telling her. And it's so funny because Janet is just like such a sexual character. And he's such a like innocent little dweeb that she goes, he's like, yeah, and this guy's the hero. He has the largest amulet of all. And she goes, I bet you have a pretty large amulet. And he goes, I don't own an amulet.
That was so good.
Fucking ridiculous. The like pure innocence
Yeah,
on his part. And
so funny.
she just whips those baps out, to which he has no idea what to do. And they just have the most awkward sexual interaction.
Am I doing it right?
Am I doing oh my God. Everything he says, like all the sexual scenes are so fucking like I don't even know how to
I
describe
was
them.
fucking crying, bro. So much like I am right now, even thinking back on it, this shit was so good.
It's so fucking ridiculous in
Oh
like
my god.
all ways. We get
Oh
Ronnie
man.
perched like a gargoyle on a fucking park bench, just eating his greasy
Yeah,
dog.
it's disgusting.
We get the hot dog vendor returning home to the Winnebago he apparently lives in, and as he sits down to answer the call of nature, let us say, he is
This was
greeted.
funny as fuck. I was like, why do you open the window
Hmm.
and then sit with your fucking back facing it?
So fucking bad. He was asking for a greasy strangling, which he receives. And he gets greasy strangled so
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
that his fucking eyeballs pop out.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's very trauma.
Yeah, yeah, this whole thing. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I know that's how this got a huge cult following. It's because it was reminiscent of all those. And
Yes.
also Elijah Wood being a massive trauma fan. So yeah, that makes
The
100%
the
sense.
the juxtaposition and cut from his eyeballs popping out to them landing on breading to
Yeah.
them being put into a
Into the
pan,
pan fried.
and he eats them by candlelight at the scene of his murder before we cut to him ass naked in the fucking car
Yeah.
wash,
Screaming.
getting his cock just blowing in the wind. I'm sorry, but it takes focus.
Literally, it is. Yeah, if you think we're like harping on it, but it's like no. Literally, watch the
That you
movie. The
can't
movie
harp
harps on
you
it.
can't harp it insists upon itself.
It's,
I'm pretty sure it does have cysts upon itself.
it insists upon itself. Is so good.
Uh, he has a conversation with Paul where Paul
Oh
just tells
man.
him, "You must drive on a lot of oily roads because you got to get your car washed all the time."
Yeah.
And he responds by simply screaming, "I'm not the Greasy Strangler."
Yeah.
There's so much weird world building shit going on in this
Oh
movie
yeah. Yeah.
because we then get introduced to Braden's friend, Oinker.
This was so fucking strange, dude.
He just has like a cardboard like pig snout
Hmm.
attached to his face.
Hmm. That's it. That's the whole character. He just
It's
runs around with that on his face. That's it.
it's so weird. And
That's
there's
that's the trauma aspect of it. It's like there were fucking characters that were just like that that would just show up in movies like that. You're just like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah,
just here for comedic relief, I guess.
yeah. Just no fucking no explanation
Yeah, they
necessary or
just
given.
exist. That's just Winker.
I love all the rules that Ronnie makes up all throughout for no reason. He tells him he's like, "Oh, me and Oinker are going out tonight," and he's like, "Oh, bullshit! You can't go out 2 nights in a row. That is not permitted. You either have to let me go, or let me go with you, or you're gonna be evicted." And he's like, "No, Dad, like I told you, you must have been like too groggy, not paying attention." And he says, "Yeah, bullshit. Either you let me go or I'll tell Janet you haven't stuck a single finger up a girl's pussy yet."
So stupid.
It's so
It's
fucking
so fucking absurd. It's just over the top. That's the thing. Like it leans all the way into the comedy. Like this is just like they're just trying to play it as straight as possible, which is what helps the comedy. It helps it so much. But yeah, it's just a comedy at the end of the day. This is not really a
yeah.
horror movie
Yeah,
whatsoever.
it's a horror comedy, not a comedy horror.
Yeah, yeah.
So the three of them go out to the horror house, which is a movie theater, and they order popcorn. And Bronny says, "No, I need it buttery. I need more grease than this. I
Disgusting.
need it real greasy." And he goes around the counter to do it himself to show these fucking amateurs what greasy really is. And literally just takes the fucking grease trap and pours it on the popcorn.
Oh God, I'm getting fucking nauseous just thinking
It's
about it.
so bad, dude. It's so bad. The just straight rendered fat that
Yeah.
they're and after they're done watching their movie, they go to the hot dog vendor's hot dog cart, which has been turned into a memorial, and
That
steal
was
the
so funny.
entire bucket of grease. And we cut to,
Specifically, Oinker does.
yes, true. And we cut to Ronnie pounding the table in excitement
Yeah.
while the other two cook a meal using the entire fucking bucket of grease.
This is where it dips into fucking Texas Chainsaw vibes, cause the
Mm,
second one in particular too with the Sawyer family. Like in particular, this is what reminded me of the Sawyer. I was like, oh, okay, they're just House of a Thousand Corpses, you know what I mean? Same thing. But yeah, like maniacal reveal to the whole family.
mm-hmm. The slow, like realizing everybody's in on it,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's a freak.
Mm-hmm.
They wind up it shows their disco tour again, and they're in front of a random apartment building, and he tells his two newest patrons, "Do you remember the earth, the wind, and the fire? Did you know that all three of them lived in that apartment up there?" From the street, he points up to the apartment. Like that's the whole tour. Like it's he really is a bullshit artist.
Exactly.
It's like utterly ridiculous.
The earth,
Everything he
the
says is a
wind,
lie.
and the fire fucking killed me.
Yeah.
That's so goddamn funny, dude.
Well, same with earlier when he said night fever.
Yeah, night fever, exactly. I love just like how Buscemi-esque that comes off. Hello,
Mm.
fellow youths.
Yes, very, very much that. Very much that. I have that sometimes with my boss. She'll say something and I'll be like, "That's not how." All right. Yeah, it's better. It's better that I just be quiet.
Exactly.
It's better I just let it wash over me.
Exactly. You're like, I need this job. I need this job. I need this job.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. This is the scene. They have dinner together, dad, son, and Janet, and she's told by him, I'm actually making my own olive oil these
This is
days.
so
And she's
disgusting.
just like, okay, but obvious it's like very clear that he's just trying to fuck her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it cuts to Janet and Big Braden having sex, and this is where she's bouncing on him, and he goes, "Am I doing it right?" And she sucks on her finger and reaches back, and obviously pops it up him from his
That fucking
reaction.
face.
He just like
It's so stupid, dude. It's so dumb. That's the thing. It reminded me so much of those, like, yeah, those raunchy comedies from like the 2000s that like everyone grew up watching, not always by choice, but they just happen to be on a lot of the time. And it is one of those things where like you feel that nostalgia somehow seeping through the fucking cracks of this movie. Again, that's what I'm saying. I hate to say that there's validity behind it, but it's like there actually is validity behind it.
it's a great movie. I told you. It's an instant classic. It will be in the Criterion closet one day,
I don't doubt. That's the thing. I don't doubt that.
if not
I
already.
don't fucking doubt that at all.
God, the following morning,
Oh man.
Janet, fully clothed, comes downstairs to find Ronnie in his fucking Speedos, just sitting at the table with a grapefruit. I think it's a grapefruit. I don't
It
know.
is a
It's
grapefruit.
got
It's
like a
yeah.
red thing in the middle.
It's a grapefruit. The whole joke is that he's molded it down to look like the clit.
Yes. And he covers it in his homemade olive oil and literally just eats out the fucking grapefruit for like 45 seconds, rubbing his nose. And he's just making eye
Oh,
contact with her the whole fucking
it's
time.
disgusting, dude.
And the fact that back to back, the very next scene is her in the bathroom and he knocks on the door and asks if he can come in
This
and
was
watch. He specifically says, "Can I come in
Can
and
I
watch?"
watch? Yeah.
And she says no. And he comes in anyway and says, "Well, I have to brush my teeth," and just stares at her the
He
whole
says, "Go
time.
ahead, I won't look."
Hmm.
That's what he says before she starts up again.
She tells him peeing is private, and
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
says usually,
He fucking winks at her.
and he's fully naked in this scene. In the
Hmm.
scene before, he had underwear on, but now he's just fully hanging it down. And he gives her the most awkward, like weird fucking wink, and she returns a very awkward, weird one of her own. To which it then cuts to her in the yard smoking. It's so funny. It's like they're such doofy looking guys and like so ridiculous, but like the full mustard yellow like outfit and shoes that Brayden
Yeah.
comes out in,
Yeah.
like it's pretty drippy. There is some
He kind of had that
unfortunate.
shit on.
He kind of do though. He kind of do. And he comes out and he asks her, "Are we exclusive? Because my dad told me that he watched you pee."
It's just the dialogue is just so direct. And that's what I'm saying. That's the fucking intimidating shit, like seeping through. Also, it's just like it's just in the boldness of the approach of the actual dialogue. Like the way that they deliver it is just so matter of fact.
Yeah. He tells her that he thinks she's a bullshit artist and she's able to calm him down and get him to, believe that things are okay.
Mhm.
And then the camera pans up to Ronnie on the balcony, like hunched over, shaking,
the
watching them.
the way that that reveal happens was fucking hilarious. The camera like
So
slow pans out, and then it's just like you see him up there.
it's so fucking ridiculous.
Oh
He
man,
literally looks like the bats in Elden Ring.
yeah, 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 100%.
The titty bat.
Yeah,
You know the bat of which
that's
I
it.
speak.
I do. Fuck that motherfucker.
His next move, Big Ronnie, is to go over to Oinker's apartment and strangle him to death.
Yeah, just walked in. Just walked in. It's so funny.
This is the weirdest fucking death scene.
It is.
He's like, "Oh, I guess this is happening. That's scary." Ugh.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, I blacked out. Part of the dying process, I reckon.
And then the last one.
It's so
That shit
funny.
is so funny, dude. It's like
And
this is awesome.
exactly, yeah. Fuck me. This is amazing. Like clearly he nutted when he died.
So fucking funny, dude.
That's not a petit mort. That is
Oh
a
yeah, yeah, exactly.
grand mort. And then Ronnie removes his snout and reveals he's just got a hole in the middle of his
Yeah, it's like a
head.
weird, yeah. Like, well, I've seen people have removed their noses for like body mods. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but
No,
like, yeah, they literally have like removed their noses, like they chop it off. It's fucking crazy. It looks similar to how that looks. It's weird.
that's fucking nuts.
It's great. Body mods, man. People are always pushing those limits. It's crazy.
It's a bridge too far.
Yeah, no, I get it. I
No, no,
get it.
the
Yeah, yeah.
bridge.
There you go.
Bridge too far.
Good.
The bridge of your nose.
That's good.
And Ronnie sticks his finger into the hole and gets some
God.
goop and sucks it
Ah,
off.
fucking hate that, dude. Oh, I
Yeah.
hated that scene so much.
It
I hate you for making me watch this shit.
I know you do, but look how much you're laughing.
I fucking
Look what a
so.
wonderful time you're having.
Oh god damn it, dude. Yeah, I couldn't look. That was another one I couldn't look. I couldn't look. Like I saw his finger going for I was like, nope, I'm not. No, I can't do
I
that
don't
one
need to
tonight.
know.
I can't do that one tonight, man.
So we go
Uh
from the murder scene to the boys presumably walking home after a tour one day. They're dressed in their uniforms and it looks like it's like dusk or just about dusk.
Yeah.
And um, he tells Braden, if you're going to continue seeing Janet, I need to get to know her alone. I need to spend some time with her. And he says, "No, you're a bullshit artist. I'm not going to let you do that." And he says, "Listen, I know women. You don't know women. It's your fault that your mother was driven away.
This is
It's
fucking
it's because
terrible.
you used to crawl into our bed and shit all over her leg. She was just tired of all the shit everywhere all the time. She yelled at me from a moving
Moving
car while
car.
she was leaving. That's why she was going."
So stupid.
And he says, "No, are you sure it didn't have anything to do with Ricky Prickles and his ripped up abs?" And he says, "All right, Colonel Crapper. All right, Sergeant Sisley, you're evicted. You've only got 3.5 hours to vacate the property." And they just start. He says, "You're not really evicted, but you will be if you don't let me spend some time getting to know Janet."
It's
And
fucking
it
terrible.
it finally devolves into the two of them just screaming bullshit artists in each other's face.
Over and over and over.
And then at the end of the scene he finally gets him to relent and turns around, pumps his fist into the air like Rocky and screams, "I'm Big Ronnie and I'm back."
That one cracked me up. The way he kept Big Ronnie is back. It's like he does it throughout the movie. It's so stupid.
"And I'll be cucking my son again."
Yeah, exactly.
And this is where we see his purple jumpsuit that it's all purple and then it has like mesh on the neckline and then just a straight
I
diamond on the crotch of
couldn't.
like his full like upper pubis
It's
all the
yeah,
way
it's
down.
through mesh on the dick area.
It's so fucking ridiculous. It's just straight up a cock showing fucking outfit.
The way that he looks when he walks is so fucking hilarious. It's like what I imagine was it Bad Grandpa? I imagine like Grandpa was attempting to do this, but
Mm,
they didn't quite like do it that well, you know what I mean? Like the where the joke wasn't like as funny as it is here for me.
hmm
Cause like he yeah, he's got dick is one thing, but like the outfit itself showcasing so much of it is really the joke here, and that's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking ridiculous, honestly. Just imagining seeing this shit on the rack. So you can understand why Braden is watching him get ready and is like hella nervous. And he asks him where he's taking her, and he goes, "Oh, I'm taking her somewhere nice. I'm gonna run up a tremendous bar tab tonight. $15 for a luxuriously creamy pussy ass daiquiri, motherfucker."
I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
He just absolutely fucking loves his daiquiris. And when it cuts to them dancing, it's so fucking funny. He just dances with his
That was
dick.
fucking cracking me up, dude. Her fucking dance was ruining me.
Yeah,
Her shit
her little
was
like
funny as
almost
fuck.
peanuts dance.
Yeah, yeah. She's like slamming down on her side to side as she like slams the opposite knee down. It's like very stupid. And he's just humping the air.
That's all he's fucking doing. And then some random old man comes up behind him and just
It
starts
starts
humping
doing it.
him and he just loves it. He's just super into it.
Yep.
God, it's so fucking funny. Like our words do not do it
No.
justice. You
No.
This needs to be seen to be believed.
That's, see, just be as high as I was, but with people.
Oh my God, this is so funny too. I unfortunately have to do this verbatim as well. she asked Ronnie to tell her a little bit about himself. And he said, "Oh, I used to be a promoter. I used to throw all these shows before, Braden ruined everything. I knew all the disco acts. One time, I had to drive Michael Jackson to the airport, and on the way, we decided to stop at this little blues club because he wanted to kick back with a bottle of wine and a cigar. It was a quiet night. He was eating these delicious nachos. I broke into the DJ booth and I put Smooth Criminal on the sound system. I wanted to boogie, and so did Michael. He got up and started dancing on the table, and the security guard came up and tried to take him down, so I punched him the fuck out. And then this other guy comes up, and Michael hit him so hard his hair fell out. Then these two Korean twins came on to us, so we took them into the manager's office and we started pumping away at them. And Michael and I were just pumping and pumping, and then we sprayed them with hot milky cum, and everybody
Disgusting.
applauded. Then he gave me one of his gloves, and I drove him to the airport. He was going to Rome for some top secret meeting.
One of his gloves.
That everybody applauded
Yeah.
is so fucking funny to just like
So
to just
goddamn
drop in
funny.
the middle, and then we just started pumping away at him. So there's me and Michael pumping and pumping.
It's fucking stupid.
It's so fucking absurd.
Oh man.
I love it. He then goes on to just absolutely character assassinate his son,
Yeah.
just explaining, he's never had a girlfriend. He ruined my
He
life.
empties the verbal clip on him.
Yeah, he still craps the bed most nights, and then he tries to kiss her, and she pushes him away and says, "I think I'm in love with Braden." And he says, "Hi, you're in love with Braden. Kiss my juicy cherry lips." He has the voice and the gravitas of Duke Nukem, and also like kind of the vocabulary.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kiss my red
The
cherry
vocabulary is
lips.
exactly accurate.
Fucking,
Yep.
I think John St. John is that guy's name.
The actor.
The Duke Nukem actor,
Oh, yeah,
which is funny because this guy's name's Michael St. Michael.
yeah. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, what?
If there ends up being some like deeper lore here, I'm gonna be pissed, dude.
I don't think so. I think it's just a funny, weird
That's
coincidence.
so funny.
This is where we get Ronnie's dance.
Hmm.
He just dances down the alley,
This shit with the
just all
spotlight,
all
fucking
dick with the spot. Just
shit took me out, bro. I was fucking gasping for air. I was like, this is the dumbest shit. This is Austin Powers ass shit. Like,
yes,
literally, it's a gold
yes,
member fucking
yes. I
joke.
actually was kind of thinking like Michael Myers earlier.
Yeah, it's 100%. Yeah, it's all character actors. All character actors and everything is all an influence in this movie.
All character actors all the time.
Hmm.
I love after this it's like Janet at home with Braden trying to reassure him that everything was fine. And she's like, "Well, he told me about all his adventures and that he used to be friends with Michael Jackson." And he goes, "That wasn't Michael Jackson. That was a Michael Jackson lookalike who used to cruise Hollywood as a male prostitute. He
That was
shot
funny.
himself recently."
That was fucking hilarious.
Like just a fucking crazy ass like
Oh, that
thing to
was
just cut to in the middle.
so funny, dude.
It's oh my god. It's just such an absurd fucking movie. And then he gets the call that Oinker is dead and has to go identify the corpse, and he notices grease on the floor and collects some of it. And when
Another part I could not look at.
oh, because
I
just because the
could, I
grease is
was
so
like,
fucking it's
because I knew,
horrifying.
I knew he was gonna eat it. I knew he was gonna eat it. I was just like, no, I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, he like tastes it to
Yeah,
like check where.
couldn't fucking do it.
And it cuts to the couple together at dinner, or I think they're at her house. They're just eating. And he tells her, I'm going to investigate the Greasy Strangler. He killed those tourists. Like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. No one's doing anything. And she just starts, like, making noises at him. Like, I don't know. She's such a weird character. It's so hard to
Is
pin down.
very, very strange. Yeah.
Like she seems like she's trying to be loyal to him at parts, but then obviously not. And
Yeah.
then like sometimes it seems like she's trying to be nice to him, and then sometimes it seems like she's just like basically
Over it.
basically making fun of him.
Hmm.
Oh, actually, you know what? They're still in Oinker's apartment. They literally just start eating in his apartment.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And this is when he tells her, "I'm falling for you. I'm falling for you hard and fast, and I'm shit scared."
So dumb.
Absolutely fucking incredible.
Oh man.
He takes the grease home, the sample he collected, and puts it on a piece of bread that he's given his dad. And his dad says, "This is incredible. Where's this from?" He said, "Same as always. No, no, bullshit artist, bullshit artist. This isn't the oil that we usually use." "And where'd you get this?" He said, "I think you know exactly where I got this delicious oil." And Ronnie runs away up to his bedroom to hide from him. And Braden gets on the phone, immediately calls Janet and tells her, "I think my dad is the Greasy Strangler." She said, "Do you want to come over?" And he said, "No, it's too dangerous. Don't come over. I couldn't bear to lose you." And she's like, "Oh, you're so protective. You're such a big, strong man. Let's have phone sex." And they start having phone
He
sex.
tells her real quick. Hurry up.
And this is where we see for the first time the penis of the son. We've seen the penis of the father for so long. It's long, it's triangular, it's red, it's very strange.
Oh God.
And then we see Braden's, and it's like the complete opposite. It's like a little red rocket. It's just like a little fucking stinger he got on
It's just
there.
a little guy.
Just
Just a little guy.
this little guy, and he literally like as guys, we've all made this joke to each other, but he literally just starts like two finger,
So stupid, yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
Such a dumb fucking portion of the movie. The whole movie is a dumb portion of the movie, but goddamn, dude.
Yeah, yeah. The entire movie is the dumb portion.
Mm,
He goes out and gets Paul, and he tells Paul, "You're always telling me let's go disco dancing, so fuck it, let's go disco dancing." And they come home and have dinner with Braden just to mock him. Honestly, that's all it's for. Again, with the shitting the bed and everything. And Paul is like the one character who doesn't really have a censor and like isn't. I mean, not like the rest of them are trying to be nice, but there's a level of societal
yeah,
politeness.
yeah, yeah,
And Paul's just like, "Oh, fuck that. I don't want him." Like,
yeah. Yeah.
it's pretty incredible. And when they go out disco dancing, we get Braden searching through his dad's stuff and finding a book full of drawings of him fucking Janet in various positions. And Braden is getting all freaked out by everything and also just scared he's going to lose Janet. So he calls her and tells her that he's scared, and she comes over, and it's literally just cuts to her bent over naked, and he's just going at it with his hand. And she just says, "Hey, seriously? Imagine if I farted right now." Absolutely fucking heinous.
Fucking movie, dude.
Absolutely heinous.
It's fucking movie, dude.
And on her way out of the house, she bumps into Big Ronnie. And when she asked him how his night was, he said, "We had a great night. A lot of cows were milked so that we could have fun tonight. Their teats supplied the creamy milk that was in our
I
cocktails."
fucking hate that you're doing this verbatim.
And she asks him, "Did you spray any girls with that hot milky cum?" And he tells her, "Well,
Oh my
that's kind of
God.
top secret." And they're vibing. They're vibing.
They're very much vibing, yeah.
And they go back into the house where he pours his fucking olive oil all over her naked body and they have weird greasy sex. And this next scene is where my absolute favorite quote in the entire movie comes from. And it's not this one, but it literally cuts from them having sex the night before to the establishing shot of the house in the daytime to boom, he's lifting the covers to show her his dick, and we're just like looking right at it. And
Yep.
he tells her, looks like a massive mouse's head, doesn't it?
Fucking disgusting.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Uh,
And and then on their next tour outing, he tells Brayden, yeah, you and Janet are done. We're exclusive now. We sealed it with a kiss. And this is the scene where they literally just yell bullshit artist for like 30 seconds at
yeah.
each other back and forth. And then they start trying to like make it more dressed up. He's like, I'm detecting the unmistakable scent of wait for it. And Brayden goes, horse shit. And he goes, no, your answer is completely wrong. The correct answer is bullshit.
That's so stupid. It's just two toddlers fucking arguing.
It's absolutely two fucking dumbass, ridiculous, fucking overgrown toddlers screaming for no reason. And then they start going back and forth over what kind of shit it is: lion shit, duck shit, walrus shit, penguin shit, king penguin shit.
Duck season, wabbit season.
It's literally like 4 minutes of them yelling bullshit artists at each
It
other back and
is. It
forth.
is. So I was getting exhausted. I was like, "Well, how much left of this movie do we have?"
Yeah. And he tells Brayden that he's going to be kicked out of his house if he doesn't stop. And it cuts to them at dinner with Janet on Ronnie's lap. And he's like, "Oh, this is the best. This is the greasiest you've cooked in so long. Like, I love it." And then it cuts to him and Janet having sex. And here's my favorite quote in the entire movie, presented to you in IMAX. I normally shoot about 6 ropes of cum, and then
Disgusting.
I dribble a little bit of the clear
Fucking,
stuff.
I
But
hate.
baby, I'm all about the
I
ropes. I'm
fucking
the
hate.
Spider-Man of cocktail, the Tarzan of cum
Oh
jungle.
my god, dude.
This is an unclippable episode. Like you're not going to be
I'm not
able.
gonna be able to clip shit.
You should just do that, and it should just all be bleeped.
Just, just a censor.
And this is one that we
Oh
should all say
god.
in our shared households every now and then. He tells her, "You're so much more than a hot wet pussy. You could be my forever love."
I hate him. I hate this movie.
But don't you love
Uh
it? Don't you love it moments later when he tells her, "You're a hootie tootie disco
I
cutie"?
fucking hated that even more. I fucking hated this.
I love the cut from them chanting "Hootie Tootie Disco Cutie" to Brayden like stomping on the floor like a fucking cartoon elephant, just like just like so angry, and then their little shoulder dance.
Fucking it's just so much, man. This is I have never been more excited to get to the end of a fucking episode.
Well, it's okay. We're entering Act Three.
I hated this whole like because it's again it is the thing. The joke just goes on for way too fucking long. Like way too long. It is funny and then it is just not. Like it's just uncomfortable and I guess that's where the humor is. Like and maybe it's like supposed to make the audience squirm. I don't know, but like what the fuck is this movie, bro?
I mean, I wish I could say that there's like some highbrow reason that
There's
it's all
not.
actually
That's what I'm
funny.
saying.
It's just
It's not.
stupid, and
It's
to
just
me, it's
dumb.
real fucking funny. Like one of the next scenes is uh Brayden working on his book, and then he hears Janet in the kitchen, and he goes to talk to her, and everyone in this house is just ass naked all the time.
Yeah, at all
and
times.
and he like describes the book, and then he tells her like, we had something really special. Like, we should be together. You shouldn't be with my dad. And she's like, yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. I love you. Like, let's be together. I'll give myself to you. And it's like framed through the doorway. And then it starts creeping back. And we just eventually see in the frame Ronnie standing there with his ass cheeks out, just watching.
It's so dumb.
It is so fucking stupid, but it does make me laugh. Janet ends up going back up to Ronnie's bedroom and he's gone, but his grease is on the floor. And she gets down, picks him up in her hand,
I hate it, dude.
and
I hate this
tastes it.
shit. I hate it. I hate it so much.
It's real horrible. And
Oh, fuck.
and then we get Ronnie at the car wash, and we're thinking, oh, we didn't get to see him kill this time, but maybe we're just getting a little ahead of ourselves. And speaking of getting a little ahead, Ronnie comes into the car
So
wash, and
stupid.
Paul, who again is blind, doesn't
Yeah.
know that he hears someone, but he doesn't know if it who it is. He says, "Ronnie, is that you?" And he doesn't get an answer,
Mhm.
and Ronnie strangles him to death. After strangling him, he goes and picks up a random spare blade and cuts off Paul's head, and then starts dancing with it before finally throwing it granny style at a basketball hoop, and it looks like it's gonna go in, but it bounces just off the inside of the rim
Yeah.
and out into the night before Big Ronnie hits himself with the wax and tire seal package.
You're so proud of yourself
I
for
really
that little
am.
headline.
Oh yeah. Speaking of proud of yourself for stupid shit that shouldn't pan out, now we get Brayden
That's
calling the
fair.
police to tell on his dad, and they tell him that they're gonna send over an officer by the name of Jody. And we literally watch uh uh sorry, Ronnie. We literally watch Big Ronnie crawl out of the trash can in front of their house
That shit was funny. Like the fucking hand coming over.
with fucking huge fake
He literally
nails and
pulls a
fake teeth.
Nosferatu. It's literally just Nosferatu. He's doing the fucking accent and everything. I was like, that's so stupid.
It's so ridiculous. And he has like the big fake nails that
Yeah.
are like literally like 4 inches long.
Yeah. He's like the mad stilettos.
And then he picks up some of the oil off the floor and starts rubbing it on his face and says, "It's scrumptious and very good for the skin."
He needs to fucking wet his glasses. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, did you know Jody needs to oil his glasses? And just starts rubbing the oil all over them
I
for no
hate
reason. Like,
hate this fucking movie.
it's so fucking absurd.
Oh my god, dude.
And then he basically tells him, there's not enough evidence, so we're going to close the Greasy Strangler investigation. And he's like, "What? No, this, like, there's evidence." And he says, "Please end all inquiries here." And he just keeps saying, "Please end all inquiries here." And then eventually, he doesn't even convince them. He convinces himself he's convinced them.
Yeah, exactly.
And we get, I mean, honestly, probably the weirdest scene in the movie. He goes up to the mirror and his reflection takes his glasses off.
That was fucking weird, dude. What was that?
I don't even fucking know. And he tells him Jody needs to go now. And then he walks outside, walks behind the tree that's in their yard, and then changes back into his regular clothes.
It's all taking place in front of that tree. I love that. That's so fucking stupid.
Like, has Jody been like an identity he's been using this entire time to like,
Lure victims, maybe.
or fix things for himself so he doesn't get caught?
That's
I don't know.
fair, maybe.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And then we get the couple laying in bed telling each other that they love each other, and the camera pans down and Ronnie is under the bed butt naked And he finally pops out and starts yelling at them. And he says, "No, Janet's my girlfriend. And by the way, he wouldn't even exist if he had never flown out of my long, juicy prickus." He tells him, "As your father, I forbid you to marry. And one other thing, you're evicted. So it's time for you to fuck off." Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And they inform him that they don't need him and that Janet is, after all, a hootie tootie disco cutie. And they just start fucking screaming it at him until he finally relents. And he says, "Yeah, I'm worried that he might actually be the Greasy Strangler still." And she says, "Well, if he is, you'll have to kill him." When suddenly he pops back into the room in grease mode and takes Janet and smacks Braden, leaving him for dead? Question mark.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
such a weird movie. It's like it seems like he expected he died
Yeah.
because he also does have like weird super strength when he's in grease mode.
That's
That's
what I'm
like
saying. Yeah, yeah.
hella unexplained.
That's what I mean. He was like it does feel like a Jekyll and Hyde or like a Wolfman type beat, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it does have such a strange, unexplained nature to it, and I
Yeah.
can't decide if it would be funnier or less funny if like the so when Braden wakes up, he finds like a big tub of grease that's
Yeah,
like in
yeah.
a closet. And if it's like if they had been like, it's a radioactive tub of grease, and that's why he does this, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
it would make it funnier or not, but
It doesn't. Not does it wouldn't.
you're like, it's nothing to me.
This is nothing. Yeah. This is this was so dumb, bro.
I love the finale just goes in such a fucking crazy direction.
And it keeps going. It just keeps going. I was like, when you can end the movie now.
Braden fucking gets naked and gets into the grease himself, proclaiming, "You're not the only greasy strangler. I can be a greasy strangler too." And when he finds his dad at the horror house inside the theater, strangling Janet to death, there's not even any pretense of them like that they're going to fight.
There wasn't.
He's literally strangling her, and Braden runs up and he's like, "Huh?"
Yeah, yeah, literally just like grabs on and starts he finishes the job, finishes strangling
They
her.
just start like strangling her together as father and son, and then they each eat one of her eyeballs
So stupid.
and go back to Big Paul's and wash off together in the car wash.
Yeah.
And it cuts to the two of them walking through the desert, or maybe like on like the hills or the mountains around LA. And they're like, he's like, "You're actually pretty okay, Braden." And he goes, "Yeah, are you sure? Like, we never really got along. And he's like, "Well, it wasn't always like that. You were a baby, things happened, your mom left us." And he tells them, "You probably don't remember this, but when you were small, we stayed on John Travolta's luxury yacht in the Caribbeans. We sailed around the islands from Port-au-Prince to Montego Bay." "Wow, I really don't remember that. You called it." "Yeah, John said you were a good kid and you had good energy." John Travolta talking about Braden, kind of trying to process that.
So stupid.
All of his fucking lies are so ridiculous. He said, "Yeah, we were working on a big business deal. He offered
Mhm.
to move me to New Orleans to open a big disco with expensive drinks, a billiards room, a cherry-colored funky dance floor."
And before he even finished, I was like, he's gonna place the blame on him. Like I know exactly where that's
Yep,
going. Like
you already know where
I
it's
knew where
going.
that cue up was going.
He said it was going to be called John and Ron's Dance Jungle, but you were small, and I really didn't want to leave you with Mom and Ricky Prickles. it all goes back to Ricky
Ricky
Prickles. It's
Prickles,
so
yeah.
fucking funny how often they bring up Ricky
Yeah, yeah.
Prickles.
It's just like an unknown entity. Yeah, like that's my favorite type of humor too. Like Archer does that a couple of times. And
Hmm.
I love that humor so much too. Like that shit is so funny. Just like yelling at someone off screen is the funniest shit to me.
Yes, I agree. They're like referencing other things bigger in the world.
Yeah, yeah. Or just one specific person and then putting all the blame on them.
Hmm. I love he tells him, I was young and you made it hard as hell to get ass. I'm just being honest here. And then he says that's probably why I fucked your girlfriend. She was gross, wasn't
Jesus
she?
Christ.
Yeah, she was gross. Her pussy hair was like dried grass.
Jesus. I was saying a little that's where it also was just like I was like, I don't like the tone of that one either.
Yeah. And then I love this too. She faked all her orgasms with me. She
So she
definitely did with
definitely
you.
did it with you.
Which is so weird. I love the idea that that's a defect on her part.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It's like
like, well, you couldn't get the job done, Big Ronnie, even after you
Big
gave us
Ron,
that whole display with the
rat's head.
fucking yeah, it looks like a rat's head. The
Disgusting.
display with the grapefruit. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly right. That's good.
I love how in the middle of their bonding, they just start like chanting together. They come to the same like perfect realization. Let's kill Ricky Prickles. And it
Yeah,
just fucking cuts to
because to Ricky running away from them.
it's like a fucking like a cereal commercial. I'm Ricky Prickles.
This
You'll never catch me. And he just immediately falls.
is like
And
Ace Ventura, like to me. I
yes,
feel this is like
yes,
a Ace Ventura joke.
it's very
Yeah, that
yes.
that editing was perfect. That was super funny.
And he falls over and they rip his ears off, take his eyes out, kill him and bury him, and then eat everything. And then it shows them running through the woods all greasy, and they come over a ridge, and there's a bunch of guys with guns, and they have Braden and Ronnie without grease tied to posts, and the men have AKs, and they shoot them to death. But when they
Yeah,
shoot them to death, the top of their heads explode, and all
so
this like honestly, it kind of looks like
yeah.
soda and colors and sparkle and streamers like start coming out of their heads, and the greasy versions of them are just watching this like confused, and then they just run off into the woods, and that is the end of Greasy Strangler.
God damn, dude. That was a yeah, that was an experience to even relive while you fucking retold it to me.
It's a lot.
Oh, it's
It's a
exhausting,
lot.
bro.
It's very greasy. It you think it goes down smooth, but you know.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? Can we get into ratings? I don't even know. Do you have trivia? What the fuck do you
But you know,
what do you even say to this?
God, what can you say?
What can't you say?
Oh, so Michael St. Michael was actually John Travolta's hairdresser.
What the fuck? I fucking hate this movie, bro.
You know,
I what do I do with that, man? Fuck this movie, man.
Jesus Christ. The fucking you might like this. The first cut of the film was 2 hours 15 minutes,
God, hell no. I'm
but
glad they.
they took out about 45 minutes.
Jeez, yeah, thank fuck, man.
The grease that they used was primarily tapioca pudding.
Yeah, it looked like a caramel of sorts. It's
Uh
fucking gross.
Many of the scenes in the final cut of the film were shorter versions of existing scenes. One example is the bullshit artist scene, which originally ran much longer than the final scene shown in the film.
You don't need.
Another example is the scene where the hot dog vendor dies, which was originally filmed as a much longer scene. One notable scene cut from the film, much to the dismay of Sky Elabar, Big Braden, was a long shot of him and Big Ronnie holding hands, starting off in the distance and running down the street naked towards the camera. I wish we would have got that. Come
I
on.
mean, if you have to sacrifice fucking 45 minutes for a cleaner, cut of this movie, then so be it. We
I
could have
love
chopped off some more.
I love how he's just like an unrepentant liar the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. And it has such a just fucking like the ending. It's very much a like trippy anime ending.
Yeah, for sure. It's not quite Evangelion, but it's not quite, I don't know, fucking Bebop.
According to TV tropes, it does indeed have a Gynax ending, which is pretty much that's Evangelion that they're
Yeah, okay.
referencing when they say that.
Yeah.
Gynax is a production company, and they made Ava,
Okay.
but a lot of their stuff kind of just ends in
Ends like that. Like,
"Who?
yeah, for sure. I forget it.
Who?
Yeah.
Did you ever think?
Yeah.
Hmm?"
Not quite Ghibli, not quite a woman. Not
E-
yet a woman.
Exactly. Not quite a Ghibli. Not yet a woman. Betty Davis eyes, something like that. Anyway,
Yeah. You
yeah,
want to get into the
rate
rating
them up,
stuff?
brother. We rate out of six
Man,
here, cause and the rules are thin and loose, and the points
they
don't
made up
matter.
and the points don't matter exactly. Man, I really dislike the act of watching this movie, bro.
Everything
Fucking
about it.
I really did not really enjoy a lot about this movie at all. It was funny. I ain't gonna lie. You're not wrong. I was fucking cracking up.
What do you enjoy less? The coffee table, soft and quiet, or this movie?
This movie.
Really?
This movie.
Really?
Yeah, because at least with those ones, like the tension in those caught me so like I was like gripped in a way that like was uncomfortable but fun.
I was gripped by Grease.
Yes, this one it wouldn't grip. It just would not grip.
It wouldn't grip. There
I
was there was too much
It was too
grease.
much grease. Yeah, it was just I don't know, man. It was the joke not coming back around to being funny for
Hmm.
me because it was like, oh, it goes on for a while and then that's funny in itself. But then it was like, okay, we can wrap this one up. You know what I mean? Like we can end it here. That's totally fine, and then that would serve the purpose of the joke. But it
Hmm.
just wasn't like it just what it was fucking relentless. Like it just keeps going on. And I was just like again, there's like people who appreciate that type of humor and stuff and I definitely am one of
I'm
them from time to time.
I'm firmly one of them. I mean, I don't know. I want Dan to watch this movie so bad. I'm like, dude, you would enjoy this so fucking much. Like,
Yeah, like that's
do
what
you
I'm
know the
saying.
restraint it's taken to not tell my best friend? I usually shoot about six ropes. The burden that I'm
Yeah,
living
the
with.
the fact that you get to put that out on mic must feel like some sort of relief, though.
It is. It is.
So yeah, I mean, man, all that said, I respect what they did, and that's the thing. I fuck what I think. It's a respected cult classic. It doesn't matter what the fuck I think. It's like, yeah, people they found its audience, and it has been a continuous cult classic for I did not know 2016. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
I
dude.
didn't realize it was
That's
quite that old.
crazy, dude. Like, cause I know I've been hearing about it for years, but I just didn't realize it was 10 years. That's fucking crazy. Well, almost 10 years, but yeah, that's wild. So, all that said, I respect it. I don't think I'm ever gonna watch this one again. I'm gonna give this one a three. 3 out
Okay.
of 6 is like that's me being as generous because it did some of the beats were fucking hilarious. That one at the end of Ricky running away from. I was like, that's because that joke in Ace Ventura lands so hard for me. I love
Hmm.
the callback to that. So I was like, oh, okay, I appreciate that. That's great,
I just
So
love the Rick and Morty esque just cut to I'm Ricky Prickles.
yeah, literally, that's yeah, literally, it's just yeah, exactly. It's just Rick and Morty, but I'm being generous when I give it a three. Catch me on another day, I might give this an even lower, but
There we
yeah,
go.
I appreciated it for what it was.
I'm just glad that you laughed the entire time. Like
I
when you were texting me, I was like, "Oh man, I hope like this. I hope I didn't actually just break him." And then you sent me the voice message, and I was like dying laughing just hearing that.
I'm glad. I'm glad we all got something out of it. Well, how about
God.
you? What'd you think?
Honestly, it's one of the funniest movies I've seen in so long, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not watching as many of them, but I feel like as many aren't really like made these days.
Mm,
But I'm kind of hurting for more like good comedies these days, you know?
mm.
So
Like joke, like one of those ones. Like yeah, like you're thinking back, like Ace Ventura was like that. That was, you know what I mean? That was
yeah.
just bit after bit after bit after bit, and it's just like it's funny the entire way through.
Yeah,
I get you.
exactly.
I get you. Yeah, it's not. I want to say it's becoming a lost art form, but those like. Well, I guess what you're looking for is more on like Instagram reels and like shorts now. You know what I mean? Like as opposed to like full blown motion pictures. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But I get you.
Yeah, there's just less. I mean, I feel like less are just made these days, and
Hmm.
then some of the ones that are made, like the Naked Gun remake, like
Yeah, I
I've
haven't
been
seen it.
seeing trailers for quite a while, and just not a single joke in the trailer like landed for me.
Yeah. Well, because yeah, that's the thing. Like, it feels like they're just trying. Like, why run on that IP's? Stand on the heels of giants and shit. You know what I mean? Like, why try and do that when you could just do something new or do something? Yeah. I feel you. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy it. You know what? Fuck it. Who cares? I'll give it a six. It don't matter.
I figured that's what
It
you
don't fucking
said.
matter to me, boy.
I will say though too, well, like modern voices in horror, you're right. There are less of them in terms of like comedy and stuff like that. But I think about like Jim Cummings and like Wolf of Snow Hollow was fucking phenomenal, and it was like yeah, had the right amount of horror, had the right
Mhm.
amount of comedy and stuff like that. But it's like you're right, like good comedy writing, like when it lands, it fucking lands, dude. Like that's what I'm saying. When this movie was funny, it was funny as fuck. So I could not. I That's what I'm saying. I don't feel bad about my rating because I
Mhm.
didn't like appreciate like the act of watching it, but I got something out of it and it was funny. So like yeah, again, valid form. I hate that it's a valid form of art. I hate that I have to give this one its flowers.
Give it its greasy,
It's
greasy
greasy
flowers,
ass
and then let
flowers.
them know what's next and where to find us.
I mean, next we got a real weird one. I don't want to
A
say
real
rough.
humdinger.
Yeah, I don't want to say rough just because it's like it's an interesting one because it's been so taboo for years. One that I always grew up like being like talking about in hushed tones. We're doing The Faces of Death.
Hmm.
Very first one. I don't know if we'll do the sequels. This is really like a real dipping the toe into this territory because I think this will be our first documentary.
Well, you wanted to do Titty Cup Follies,
But
but we
we haven't
haven't
done it yet.
yet.
So yeah, so this will
I,
technically
d-
be our mockumentary, I guess you could say.
you know what? Funny enough, we never did Leslie Vernon,
Oh
so
yeah, we gotta do Leslie Vernon. Dude, that shit is so good. I've been dying to do that episode.
I don't think like I'm just looking through the list real quick.
Hmm.
I think you're right. I don't think we've had.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done a documentary. We've talked about
Oh
that's what I'm
well, Be
saying.
My Cat has
Well,
is,
that was like yeah, but that was like faux snuff, like found footage, like that's
but
kind of
that's also what this kind of is.
That's
You
what I'm
know,
saying. It's like it's a
it
weird
it
one
purports itself to be real, but it's
because there we've always we'll talk about it more on the episode after I do a little bit more research, but there are like less of this movie is actually real, and a lot of people were working under the impression that you were just renting a snuff movie when you rented this from the back corner of the video store. And yeah, it's an interesting one. I think most the most part it's an effects reel though. We talked about that. That's mostly what the movie comes off as, what now some 40 years later.
hmm
Yeah, so it's gonna be a fun one, an interesting one. I don't know, maybe you'll relive some traumas with us because I haven't
exactly.
I only saw like bits of it when I was a kid. I've never
It's
actually seen the
it's
full
one of
thing.
the original. Oh fuck! Did you hear about this? You got to
Yeah,
see this. It's so crazy. I can't
yeah,
believe they could do these things.
yeah. Yeah, but there's like the big ones that are definitely real, and like we'll point those out when they are, and like we'll kind of. I like these ones because it's kind of dipping into the true crime thing too. We kind of just get to talk about a little bit of like that instance again, but yeah, we're gonna do Faces of Death. It's gonna be a weird one. It's gonna be a wacky one. Um, yeah, I think you can find us at the Devil's Work Podcast on Facebook, Devil's Work Podcast, the Instagram at the Devil's Work Pod,
hmm
and and TikTok, Devil's Work Podcast, the Devil's Work Podcast. That oh yeah. So
Yeah,
that was the
yeah,
full
that's
title.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
so fucking drained, and so much is going on right now. I just fucking. Y'all keep your boy in your thoughts and your prayers. Fucking shit is going wacky and haywire back here.
Pray for this little thought.
Anyway, you can find me on Twitch whenever the fuck I get back to streaming. Who fucking knows at this point, but I'm there and you can find VODs of us. So, twitch.tv/ sideshow PSY, spell it right.
Spell it
And
right.
I will oh, the email. Sorry, we also have an email. You can find us at the Devil's Work Podcast at gmail.com. Leave us any comments, questions, concerns for our mental health, what have you. And yeah, I don't know how you want to. How the fuck do you end this episode?
If you're gonna listen to this podcast, you're gonna listen greasy.
All right, you guys.